straight to camp.
Yeah. You know what surgery that I really want to get?
Let's hear it.
The labia surgery.
Labiaplasty. Huh. I'm 6'5". I feel like I'm a big dog. I forget how...
She want a big dog.
She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog.
I started thinking about all the women who I would leave my husband for.
Okay. I was like, wait, where's this going?
Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
Easily.
I think she's stunning. Men are so lucky. And anytime I was like, oh, like he's kind of cute, Steph would be like, no.
Getting dressed up for games.
Oh.
Like, I'm over
Really?
it.
I don't like FaceTiming people. If you don't text me, it's okay. I still love you. I would love to go to a strip club with you.
That's good.
Me, you, Aisha, Callie.
As soon as I drop this baby, we're going to the strip club.
Everyone and their mother has a podcast, but
Yeah.
let's join the team.
It's a show.
Yeah, it's a show. What do you mean?
The show.
Yeah, we have our own show.
I
So
mean,
I guess
they're
we should give
already
some background. I know they're
sure.
crying. So for those of you who don't know, Sydel is my god sister, which now I know. I always feel like that's like I have to like apologize to people. I'm like, it's like we made it up, but like other people
No,
say god sister.
We didn't make this up.
I feel like whenever I would say
We started
that,
a trend.
especially in Oregon where I'm from, people are like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, she's family basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our moms met in college. They were roommates all through college, played volleyball together on the team. And that was in like the 80s.
I know, they're old.
I'm sorry if they didn't like that we said that. But
No.
that was back in the 80s. And then they've just been like locked in, inseparable ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And then they met our dads in college as well, got married, had kids.
Yeah.
And here we are. We are products of
Their
that.
friendship, like their 40-year friendship.
Yeah.
Is it that many years?
Is it that many years? I don't do math.
38.
Somebody else is doing
No,
it.
I don't either. So
Let us know in the comments. I don't know. How many years has it been? But yeah, no, I'm excited too because we get to talk about things that we talk about off camera, on camera, and show just like different sides of us. Talk about what's going on in the sports world, what's going on in fashion, because we have our own in-house fashion icon. Right here.
No,
Right
I was like, who? Did you see me look around?
No, I saw your face and I was like, I don't think she knows. And so, yeah, and just like give inside jokes and stories and talk about what everyone else is talking about, which is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little vacation for me because I'm at home with 2 kids and they don't really care about what's going on with Meg the Stallion. I do. So
They're like,
anyways, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I honestly, this is me tooting our own horn, but I feel like this may be like the most diverse podcast. Like we're going to talk about basketball, sports, fashion, pop culture, like literally everything.
Mm-hmm. But I think one of the cool things about our show is that we're going to start it every week with something that we like to call Straight to Camp Confessionals, where we just drop a unpopular opinion or a bold statement to keep you guys on your toes.
Yeah.
That's what we like to do. So do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go first.
I'm really worried about saying this. I feel like the aftermath is going to really hurt my feelings, but let's talk about my unpopular opinion being like birthday posts, like stories for everyone in their mother's birthday.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't really think it's necessary.
When you explained it earlier to me, I understood.
Because like, so what I was saying earlier was there's a lot of, for me at least, there's a lot of like pressure to post someone on their birthday, and especially if they're going to post me on my birthday, which I love. I love the love that I feel on my birthday.
I'll repost it. It was just my birthday. I was
I'm
like,
always going to repost it. Like,
yeah.
if I see it, I'm going to repost it. I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to feel so loved.
Yes.
But then every day is someone's birthday.
It's tough.
And so,
and you know so many people. Like, I swear you have.
Like, yeah, I'm always going to send a text or call, like FaceTime you, wish you happy birthday, whatever. Show you that I'm thinking about you. But like, why do I need to show a picture of us in like 2012? Right? Like, you know,
I was a fetus in 2012. So
oh my gosh.
If anyone shared a photo of me before 18, I would be offended. That's also like, do they like the photo? Like,
yeah,
will they be picky about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough.
But
And I
then,
also
like,
feel like if you send something to them if you text them and you make an effort some way, that should be enough.
Yeah,
I agree with
for
that.
sure. But then I also feel bad because I'm like, they posted me on my birthday. I need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
However, I literally just posted 2 happy birthday stories before it came
No, that's
on
why it's a
there.
hot take. It's because
So,
same thing.
I'll do it. But I feel like I don't think I'd be offended if we just kind of like slowly started like phasing out of the birthday post Instagram.
It would make
thing.
life easier. It would truly make life easier.
It would.
Social media, I mean, it's basically our jobs in different ways.
Exactly.
But it's hard that's why I keep saying like, I want to start an Instagram, which I'll never do. I will never do this. But I'm like, I want to start an Instagram where it's just like my closest family and friends and post just like freely, because our Instagrams, like, it's hard to mix in our private lives with everything else that we're doing. And it's hard to like be consistent and find like, at least for me, a groove.
It's like, where do you get to the point where it's like too much personal stuff?
Yeah.
And you're still trying to maintain that balance of like, you have your own private life. Cause especially for you, you're always in the spotlight. You're always getting a picture taken. You're always like having someone come up wanting to take your picture, talk to you, like, which is great. Sorry, this is also a caveat, but do you comparing WNBA to NBA?
Yes.
There are some guys in the NBA who do have to do this. Like, they have to interact with fans more and do more like on a public platform because maybe their skill isn't the same as like a LeBron or a Steph.
That's me right now. I'm doing more because I'm injured. Like, it's
but I feel like the W has to do that in general. Like, it doesn't matter if you're Asia, or if you're, oh my gosh, Caitlin's up there with like the really good who have all the publicity in the world. But then you have the other like role players who don't have all the publicity, but they still need to like get on teams and they have to be like that player for, for instance, Sophie Cunningham.
Yes.
For the Phoenix Suns. She does a lot of like local stuff in Phoenix. And I think that's what helps her maintain that like notoriety and Phoenix and the
kind of relevance
and the Mercury wanting her to come back because she has such a, like, what's the word, platform in Phoenix. But I feel like all W players have to stop and say hey to fans. Like, they don't have the privilege to be like, I'm not going to talk to you.
No, that's actually so facts. That is so facts. I've talked about this before, but it's like the same thing, kind of unrelated. But like when I'm doing a New Balance shoot with, NBA guys, they're like, okay, when is this over?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fun. This is a vacation for me. Like, what do you mean? You know? So I mean, I get that. I mean, it's honestly so nice. Like in LA, I'm going to be doing a lot more PR stuff with the Sparks. And it's nice because we get paid to do that.
Yeah.
And anything on top of our salary already, we're like, oh, like nice. Like, I feel rich.
Facts.
My straight to cam confessional is strip clubs make me feel uncomfortable.
What about it?
I don't know. It's just like the energy in there. It's like, it's really, if it was just women, I think I would be fine with it. But it's really just like being around like men, when like watching them, look at them. I'm like,
so your professional is, I don't really like men except for
Ben. No, I don't know. I just think that was my first time in that environment. I've never been to a strip club. Well, Joe said that it wasn't even a strip club that I went to. It was a club.
Where'd you go?
Mr. Jones.
I don't know why I asked that. I've never been. I don't know anything about it.
Well, apparently it's not even a strip club. I'm like, there was a stripper. There was someone dancing on a pole. So what does that mean? Like, I don't know.
I mean, maybe they've gotten a little lax with the strip club term. My thing is that
she really wasn't putting her whole pussy into it either. I was like, why is like my teammate going off more than you? Like
well, then it wasn't a real strip club.
It wasn't. So maybe I just wasn't in the right club.
Strip clubs can be like really intimidating, especially if you're not used to going to one. Like,
I just still feel like a baby.
I feel like there are so many rules. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know.
What are the rules?
I don't know.
Oh.
But like I last went to a strip club for my friend's birthday in 2022.
Oh.
I think. And when I was there, I was just like, I was sitting there like very properly, like, you're doing great, sweetie. And then my friends are just like throwing out like dollar bills, like touching them, like they're
I didn't think you could touch them.
I didn't either. But I'm just like, so is it like we can do that here? I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of rules, and
I also like am like looking, but I'm like, I don't want to look. Like, can I? I don't know.
I'm like, not you asking for consent to look
I'm
at
big on
strippers.
consent. That's my confessional.
That's so respectful. That's so respectful. I think we should go to more strip clubs.
I would love to go to a strip club with you.
Let's go.
Me, you, Aisha, Callie.
As soon as I drop this baby, we're going to the strip club.
That's the first place we're going.
Yeah, for sure. I think we'll have
in
really
Phoenix
good time. Jaguars in Phoenix? No, we got to go like somewhere like classic, like Magic City. I need to try the wings. We were talking about the wings.
Oh.
What are they called? Lemon pepper, just like Lou Will. Him? 6 men like Lou Will. Oh, I didn't know that. He's a legend.
I would love to go out with him.
Didn't Lou Williams have 2 girlfriends at once?
I would love to go out with him. I don't condone that.
Go out with Lou Will?
Yeah, it seems like that would be fun.
I'd pick his brain. If he actually had 2 girlfriends, I want to pick his brain on how he.
Yeah, like how do you do that?
Anyways, the lemon pepper Lou Will wings from Wingstop.
I love Wingstop.
From lemon pepper Lou Will wings, whatever, from Magic City. We're going there. We're getting those, and we're going to just observe and catch a vibe.
Okay, so but then do you bring 1s with you, or do you bring 5s or 10s? Like what is the currency that you bring?
I don't know.
Euros?
I guess it depends on which euros. Depends on which level you're on. I don't know.
I feel like they deserve more than just a $1 bill.
Oh, that's so nice.
See, this is why all my team is like, we're not taking Cameron out. Like,
yeah,
she's overstimulated. I get overstimulated. I'm like, I need to walk outside.
What is that hashtag women and men feel like
women and men's feel.
We need to go ask a man how much you throw at a strip club.
What do you bring? What ATM do you go to? What?
Yeah, no, they have ATMs in there.
See,
I do.
So I really the tea is I wasn't even in a strip club.
That's the first problem. Speaking of Lou Will, let's talk about our contacts and let's flex a little bit. You want to flex a little bit?
Yes.
John Wall flex. How many NBA players can we name in this episode?
Apparently, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Actually, I was like I had some deliverables to do with Bleacher Report, I think, and it was just like TikToks, and they were asking me like, oh, who's the best dressed NBA player? And I was like, Shai. But is his name Shai?
I just call him SGA.
It's Shai or Shai?
Shai.
So I said it.
Shai.
Oh, so I said it wrong.
What did you say? Shai.
Shai.
Okay, you're messing me up. But I have a bone to pick with him.
Oh.
So I have a little bit of a little sister bone to pick with him.
That's fine.
Because he posts his fits and he posts music or lyrics as captions. I think he also like tries to, whatever city he's in, he tries to find
something that matches.
A lyric that matches that city, right? And so I'm looking at it right now just to make sure that I'm not being petty and that I'm being serious. So he'll post the fit, and then he'll post like if he's dunking on someone or like a good play from that game. So he posted when he played in the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling like E40 in the Bay, so I had to go dumb, right? Fire fit, whatever. Watching the move, oh my God, he crosses up Stephen, right? Goes behind the back. Stephen gets off balance. Great move, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You got your move off. You posted the shot of it. Great. But why are there like 4 other clips of him against Stephen and no other player gets that? No other post gets that.
It's because, see, we're both the little sister in us coming out. I think it's just like because he's Steph.
I'm doing my Googles right now and then searching his page. And the last time he posted
with that many people?
Never.
It's because he's Steph.
Never.
Everyone wants to be him.
I don't like that. Great player, though. Great player.
No, he's so good.
I should get MVP.
He should.
In my opinion.
I need to watch more. Because I could not tell you.
I'm also married to Damian Lee, and that's literally all we do is talk about basketball. So
he loves. This is what I also said at Unrivaled, which is a new league, 3-on-3 league that Nafisa Collier and Stewie Brianister are starting. And there was a ton of media for the league starting. And one of the questions a media outlet asked me was, if you could have an assistant coach, who would you have? And I said, Damian Lee. And everyone in the comments was like, why Damian?
They're crushing on each other.
I'm like, what? I'm like, whenever I talk to Damian, it is about basketball. Like, that man lives and breathes basketball.
Yes. But
so,
anyways, so back to what we were originally supposed to be talking about. I want to know, because I'm nosy.
Yes.
I'm the nosy Nelly of the family. Who's the most famous person in your contacts? And not including Stefan or Seth.
Yeah,
or
I think we should
Aisha.
take athletes out of it. I think I have some interesting ones. When I was on Wheel of Fortune, which actually I feel like I should talk about that more later.
I'm so jealous.
I also, the tangents we go on are crazy. I'm so sorry for the editors. We're like,
something good will come out of them, hopefully.
True. I was on Wheel of Fortune, and my two co-contestants were Justin Long and Rachel Harris. Justin Long was in the movie Dodgeball. Yeah, look, he's actually hilarious. And then Rachel Harris was in Suits, and they're famous, so I have their numbers.
Justin Long, I don't know him from being in what you just mentioned.
Dodgeball?
He was in Crossroads.
Yes.
The movie with Britney Spears and Zoe Saldana. That's like literally top 5 favorite movie of mine.
Yes.
I stole it from Redbox and never returned it.
I went to Redbox once in my lifetime.
They're closing. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, I'm like, what would they?
I know. Why are they still around?
And then, wait, what was I saying? Rachel Harris. She was in Suits.
Redhead?
Was she a redhead in the show? She was blonde when I was on Wheel of Fortune with her.
That's not her.
They're so, okay, so this is funny. Can I talk about this? When we were getting ready for the taping, what?
She's great. Love her.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we were getting ready for taping, Wheel of Fortune, there's this huge, obviously the spinny thing, whatever. And we're all standing behind it, but the platforms elevate. So they're very short. I'm also 6'5". I feel like I forget.
Everyone's very short to you.
Yes. I'm 6'5", and everyone is, I feel like I'm a big dog. I forget how.
She want a big dog.
She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog. Anyways, I was so much lower than them on the platform. It literally looked comical. It was like this. And then I was still recovering from ACL surgery. Yeah. So I also had a chair behind, and I was still so they were we've never had to lower the platform this
You're
much.
In the basement.
Literally.
You know those at concerts when people come from the floor? They had to bring in an elevator system.
Pop me up. No, that was them. They were literally 3 feet higher than me, but I love them. They were the nicest, and they could tell how nervous I was because talking about getting out of my comfort zone. I'm I would never be on Wheel of Fortune, but it was for charity, and I was why not? Every single question was a pop culture question. And I literally did not, I made the bare minimum of money. So they bumped me up to $30,000, and that's what I won for charity. I think I made $17,000.
I don't know what the average.
Rachel and Justin, they got over $80,000.
You can get pop culture questions? Okay,
but
whose number did you get?
Wait, what?
Whose number did you get?
What do you mean number?
I asked you who's in your contacts. Who's favorite person in your
sorry.
contacts.
I was going way off tangent. But wait, let me finish.
I'm sorry. I just want to know, who am I going to call after this?
Rachel or Justin?
You got both of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Great.
Okay, also, this is something
what it was like to kiss Britney Spears. That's all.
Can I? I actually would text him that.
Just ask him.
He's actually so funny. But then also from Impractical Jokers, one of my favorite people ever is Q.
Love that show.
And I'm obsessed with him.
He's the bald one, right?
He's not bald.
Oh. Who's
His real name's Brian. Sal?
No, Sal's the other one. It's okay. It's fine. We'll talk about it later.
Murr.
Who is your most favorite athlete in your contacts that you like to talk to? Or not talk to. You just like knowing that
I'm so hesitant to share this because people are so weird, and we will talk about this later.
That. Yes. Yeah.
But I think someone that I think recently I've appreciated the most, who's in my contacts, who sent me the longest, nicest message about injury, is Jamal Murray, because he obviously went through an ACL injury as well. He is a New Balance guy as well. And he's very famous.
Yeah, no, that's
Not a good answer.
I've never met him, but like he seems like a really nice guy.
He's genuinely so nice.
And like there's nothing like an injury or something taking you away from your profession that will like connect people in a way where no one else understands. Like I think that's really important.
I think why I appreciated it so much is because he was hyper realistic about it. He was like he sent me like 2 long paragraphs and it was like, he was like, you're going to be depressed.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
yeah.
You're going to be crying in the training room.
Yeah.
You're gonna, yeah. He was like, almost, I kind of got it. And I was like kind of shocked. I was like, well, I thought you're supposed to be making me feel better.
Yeah.
But I was thankful for it in hindsight because it really did prepare me for the journey.
The journey, yeah. Like, there's nothing more annoying than like fake optimism.
Yes. No, that's why I'm like, he didn't leave any details out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Someone who's always like, it's okay.
It's kind of like my mom. Like, love you, Mom, but she's always like, you're okay.
But you need people like that too.
You do need
people
balance.
like that who are just always going to like
Yeah.
keep you moving and cheer you up and keep things like on the brighter side.
Yeah.
But if you only have that and then the hard stuff comes and you're just like, what,
Yeah.
then it makes it easier to have someone who's going to keep it real.
Yeah. Okay. Who is the most famous person in your contacts? Athlete, non-athlete.
I want to like say there are people in my contacts now. Are their numbers the same? Probably not, because it's been years.
Yeah.
Like I've been married for, I don't meet a lot of new people like that are famous really that I get numbers from. Like back in the day I used to be really close friends with Drake, but you know, life evolves. Whatever. Like, he was a really good friend to me in the moment. I got Plies gave me his number in the club in Atlanta in like 2015, which was the most random thing that ever happened. And it was on some like really, by the way, most of the people, like these men who give me their numbers are just like on some like big brother, little sister type stuff because like when your brother is Stephen Curry, and like a lot of these people, like
it's a little bit of a cock block for them.
Like they want to maintain a very just like, I got you. If you need anything, let me know. Like your sister's of like my favorite athlete, and like I'm cool because I never really wanted to like be with anyone who was famous.
Well, because you've definitely, even being in the proximity I've been with Seth, it's like I don't think I could ever be with an NBA player.
Oh,
Damian,
God.
Seth, and Stephen are unicorns.
Yeah, unicorns. And me being with Damian was a big like.
He's the best.
You guys only have to be him.
Yeah, but it's like those. I feel like you say that. I can say this because like I kind of witnessed one of those relationships from afar, and it's like I feel like they always men always approach with that intention.
Yeah,
but I feel like always in the back of their mind, it's like, but if she wants, you know what I mean? You won't say that. But from the experiences I've had with some, not all men, I feel like there are alternative motives.
So are you saying like you can't have like platonic relationships with men?
Maybe this is another confessional. I have had very few platonic relationships with like, obviously like, how do I say this? It's hard. Like in college, I probably had one close guy friend.
Yeah. But you think like every other platonic friendship with the opposite sex, there's at least a little bit of hidden like a crush going on? Really?
For me, it's like awkward to talk about, but there has always been something weird.
Really?
In every friendship.
That's because you're just gorgeous. And like
no.
and a straight man would be out of their mind to not be
okay. Like, in high school though it was the same, but like in high school I was beat. Like I was not cute. And you
were cute for that moment. Like that's what I'm like. No, like I'm saying
we
like
should pull up photos.
There's a glow up period that everyone goes through, but like
my face changed so much.
But everyone's going like you're being compared to other women or other girls who are around you at the time. And so we're all going through like a phase, whether it's an ugly phase or a pretty phase. Like, you know, we're all going through a phase so we gotta all go up around the same time or similar times.
Yeah.
And so if you're kind of comparing yourself to other girls at the time.
Well, other girls, they had boobs. I mean, I still don't have boobs, but like it was
Were you pulling? Did you have a boyfriend?
I mean, I always had a boyfriend, but I'm not saying they were cute.
Your boyfriends were
my first boyfriend? Ugly. My first boyfriend?
I don't remember him being ugly. I don't remember his face that much, but I don't remember thinking like, Cameron, he's ugly.
True. And that's not what it's about for me anyways. But anyways.
No, obviously.
No, but I think that's also very like, I do want to say like, I totally do think you can have platonic relationships.
I think so too.
For me, it's truly been like something I've actually been sad about in my life is like, I don't have like a guy friend like my age, you know?
Yeah. So. I used to. And then he didn't show up to my wedding and told me the day of. And that really hurt me. Like it really made me. Huh?
Do I know him?
Yeah. Yeah. His name's Eli. No. Why would Drake be at my wedding?
No, that man.
Like we never hung out by ourselves. It was like always in like a family setting. So I remember like were you there when they spent like Christmas with us?
No, I just like remember this one photo of you and him together.
The caption was the boy and little sis. That was the caption of the picture. The boy and little sis. But then,
the boy.
But you know what the crazy thing is about that? Like that was the time where I was dating my college boyfriend at the time. And he also had taken a picture with Drake because he came out to spend Christmas with us. And when we broke up, he deleted all photos of me, all photos of like anything that had to do with me. But if there was a photo with my family, as in like Stefan or Seth, he kept those on his page.
That is so
and then he kept the picture with Drake. And I'm like,
are you thirsty? What the hell?
That's so freaking weird. Like,
that is so weird.
I mean, I'm fine with deleting like pictures of me. Like I'm no longer like in your life or whatever. But why are you keeping pictures of my family?
No, that's really weird.
You're weird.
We don't like him.
Hope you're doing well.
Hope he sees us.
Before we were talking about platonic relationships with the opposite sex, and I feel like a lot of the times with you, it manifests itself with like Jimmy Butler and you guys' relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Like, how do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on that when you see stuff like that?
I think like obviously it was like a pre-draft thing. It goes all the way back to like before being drafted. And it was a video of like this athlete or this NBA player or that NBA player. And it was like always Jimmy or someone random.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy's hilarious because he like, I really said that because honestly the photos, they would show me photos and it was him with his emo hair. And I just think he has a great story.
Classic.
Yeah,
So
I think
funny.
he's hilarious. And I just love funny people. So I was like, Jimmy. And then people of course take that and it's like, oh, you know, and it just can be so exhausting. And it's not just Jimmy. It's like, if I was doing the first pitch at a Dodgers game and I was standing next to Shohei and it's like the same thing. It's like there's a picture of me laughing next to him and they're like, oh, they're flirting. I'm like, it does not have to be turned into that narrative every single time. Yeah. And it's like the same with other WNBA players. Like I know Angel goes through the same stuff. Okay. It's like nothing can just be like professional. Like it truly is professional.
You're colleagues in a sense.
Yes,
like you work.
We're peers.
Yeah.
And that's like the way it's just like, it can just be so weird. It's like, what else? I talked about this on Paul's podcast, PG's podcast. It was about Kawhi. And it's like, people make that weird as well. So it truly like makes me like not want to go online and like read things because it just makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, it's not like that. It's
you're
like,
just a fan. Like you're a fan. You're a fan. You're friends.
Yeah,
like,
a mutual like admiration, but not in that way.
Yeah.
And it's like I was in Miami, like I said before, for Unrivaled, and I was walking into a Heat game. I was going with a friend, and it's just like people are like yelling at me, like, "Where's Jimmy?" Where I'm like, that is not.
I don't know where Jimmy is.
I was just on CBS Sports doing like a broadcast for Optimum Nutrition. I was doing, just PR. And at the end of the interview, it's like, where do you think Jimmy should go? I'm like, I'm not here to talk about another man that I really don't know that well, if I'm being honest. I think he's very nice, but I don't know that man very well.
Yeah.
So it's like, stop bringing
Sorry to this man.
But I think also people, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's really not that serious.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty indifferent about it. But like, if I had to like, I'm like, it's just exhausting. It's annoying.
Yeah, I feel that.
So
Lay off.
lay off.
Lay off.
Leave me alone. So we are both younger sisters.
Yes, I love that.
I know, I do love that. So what was it like growing up with Steph and Seth? First of all, who was more protective? I feel like Steph is more protective. Seth actually.
Yeah.
Wait, tell the story about
Oh, I
Damien.
am.
Okay, good.
That's my favorite story to tell. No, they just showed it in different ways. Like Stefan was more outwardly,
Yeah.
but he's like really nice. So you would never know, like how protective he was.
Yeah.
But with Seth, like he just is super quiet, and so like you don't really know what he's thinking until he wants you to know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I remember like first story, I had a boyfriend in high school that I dated from end of high school into college a little bit, and he was like literally the worst. And after, I never told anyone like what was going on between us and like how bad it had gotten. And then after the fact, like Stefan and Aisha were like, we want to cut his balls off. Like, easy.
I remember that. A lot of your significant others we've wanted to do that with, but
yeah,
not that. No.
I'm like, sure, go at it. Go ahead. Just be
That's
quiet
your
about
prerogative.
it.
Yeah.
No, but with Seth, so I dated Damien for
3 years.
almost maybe 2.5 years before we got married, and we just finished like leaving the altar. We were headed to the reception in the car, and we had a second like to just relax, and we're in the car and like we're scrolling our social media, and Damien has his phone and he's scrolling, and he just starts laughing, and I'm like, what are you laughing at? And he shows me his phone, and it says S. Curry has followed you. And so
It took him that long.
He did not follow this, like even acknowledge this man's existence until he like married me. And
Yeah.
Damien's literally the best guy like in the world. Like he treats me so well. He's so sweet. Like the best. I mean, at the time they didn't know that, but the best dad. Like all of these great things. And it took me being like, this is my husband, Damien, for Seth to be like, fine.
It's very sad.
Fine.
Like that is sad. That's why I love Seth.
But yeah, I never really tried like intermingling, because obviously it's easy. Like they're on different teams and they have teammates, stuff like that. So there were always boys around. And while I thought like a lot of his teammates were cute, like I never tried to intermingle my dating life with,
because it just would make things so complicated.
Ew, and like locker room talk. I don't want to know.
Yeah, no.
Ew.
No.
No, thank you.
None of that.
So I kept it cute, kept it classy.
You're so
it was hard
classy.
because there were some cute teammates. But anyways.
Well, I remember growing up literally being like, when Seth was still with the Blazers, I thought, I'm not like, some guys were cute. And then I remember like after the game, Steph and Seth, they would always be like, no. They would just be like that guy's dumb. Like, they would really get mad. And like, I think that honestly, my parents definitely were like, you probably like find someone at Stanford, which thank God I did. I manifested that actually.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to find my husband at Stanford. But I think in high school, I was so enamored with professional athletes.
That's all we were
because I wanted to be. It was my dream to be a professional athlete. Yeah, it's what I'm around. And anytime I was like, oh, like he's kind of cute, Seth and stuff would be like, no, do better, Cameron.
I love that they're so protective over you, because probably they knew like, you're around it way more than I am even then, because you're like aspiring to be a professional athlete. Like you're in the mix, you play the same sport as them. So they were like, we have to keep an eye on her, because they also knew that the guys were coming to look at you too. But was Sai, like your brother Sai, like was he's involved?
So funny. I think he's just happy. Like he was like, when he first met Ben, my fiance, he was like, I would marry him. Like what? It's just so funny. Like they got along instantly, and Sai's never been super. I think like in high school when I had some shitty boyfriends, he would be protective and like I'll cut his balls off, like, which is weird for another guy to say. Like if you think about it,
walk me through that. Tell me how that would go down.
But I think I'm like the more protective one.
Oh my gosh.
Him.
Are you kidding? Being the younger sister is probably one of the most fun things.
I was just about to say, it's like fun. It's like, okay,
I'm bored. Let's go run this girl off.
Who's this? So yeah, he's dating someone now and I like her.
Okay, good.
So, but yeah, before that I would be like, what are you doing? What, Sai? But with me, he was, that's just not his personality.
No.
But
and he's also very like, Sai will do what he wants to do.
He's a Leo. He'll do it.
I love our Leos. Shout out to the Leos.
Not me doing a zodiac reference. Who am I becoming?
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
It fits.
I feel like I apply to every single one though. But anyways, speaking of men, what is the biggest ick a man has given you?
Oh gosh. I don't know. You start.
I'm going to just tell this story.
Okay.
Can I just tell the story?
Just tell the story. What's the story?
My first college boyfriend, I brought him over to meet Steph. Like you were there. No, you weren't there.
I lived that maybe. I remember. Starts with the S.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think you were there though. But anyways, I brought him over to meet Steph, Aisha. Who else was there?
Our mom.
I think Sonia was there. My godmother. He tried so hard. Like, I think it's like when a man tries to like kiki with your family too quickly, or like he wanted Riley and Ryan to do his makeup. Like he asked Riley and Ryan to do their
they
like out of nowhere, and Riley and Ryan were like, "What? Like,
who's this man?"
I'm like, "Why are you?" He was just trying so extremely hard, and it just really threw me off. I was like, it just seems clear. Like you have the same like how your ex kept the photos up. This kind of felt like the same thing. Like, what are you here? Are you here for me, or are you just really excited to meet these people
that I'm surrounded by?
Yes,
yeah,
and it felt like that.
Yeah,
and even my mom was like, "What is going on?
Doing too much."
Yeah, even Stefan said that,
and like it's not in my house.
And I feel like it takes him a lot to be like, because he just gets along with everybody. But anyways.
My question would be, can you recover from an ick? But clearly you can't recover because you're not with him anymore. But I think
I think you can.
I think like finding your person means that, because everyone has an ick. I feel like everyone does something that someone else would find icky.
Yeah.
But stuff that Damien does, I don't find ick, but someone else
Ben's the same way. I actually don't think Ben ever like really gave me the ick, but then that's how I feel like, like that person's for you.
For
of course,
sure.
like we get annoyed by Ben annoys the hell out of me, but I still like
for sure.
It's never like ick,
Yeah, I mean, you were talking a couple weeks ago about one of my exes.
Is this your ick? Okay,
you pointed it out to me. There are a lot.
It's one of my favorites. It was hilarious.
There are a lot of things, but
I'll never forget your face.
Ow, I just hit my face on the mic.
Okay.
No, what were we? Whitewater rafting. I took a boyfriend out to meet, or just like on a trip to Portland. We would go to Portland every once in a while.
Portland?
Yeah.
No, we were on the
Charlotte.
East Coast.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I'm sorry. You guys came.
That's a very Portland activity.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it was important because we were on, that was another ick. We went on the Segways, on the Segway tour, and the helmet, and just on the like.
I'm sweating.
But anyways, we were whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
And it was like some rocky point of the water. Yeah. And when he just like,
it was like an Olympic training course that we were at. So
the poor guy was
give him some credit. It was bumpy.
It was bumpy, but he flipped out of
he like booped out. He was like, boop.
Maybe it was the boop that was the ick. And just was struggling to get back into that boat.
Like, he just looked distressed.
And I guess I probably should have helped him, but more so I was like,
For
good
people
luck.
like
It's just
listening to this,
paddling away further.
the face I will never forget, because we were on separate rafts. There was too many of us to be on one. So I was like watching this all from afar. And I looked at Sidel's
How old
face.
were you? You weren't even.
I was like 16 and I remember this vividly. And I remember looking at your face and she was just like, I cannot believe like he just did that. Like, you're just like, so you were like,
bless his heart.
Straight face, like, oh my God.
Bless his heart. Hope he's doing well.
So because like the boat had to
go
go to the side, he had to get back in. He was soaking wet.
And the helmet was just, maybe it's the helmet. A helmet is an ick for me. It's a safety measure, but maybe it's just not going to work for me. But anyways, I'm glad we've moved on from that.
That's a great story. That was so funny.
Okay, so I want to talk to you about this because it was in the media and everyone was talking about it. And like I said, my kids don't care about Meg Thee Stallion, so I hope you care.
I do. I love her.
Me too. It came out that
woman.
she's dating Torrey Craig.
Yes.
And his ex, which also I don't know if Tori and Meg are still together, so I must do my research after this.
Yes. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yes. And figure that out because I really like them together. Anyways, Tori's ex went on her podcast or her friend's podcast and talked about how she doesn't know who Meg Thee Stallion is.
I'm rolling my eyes for people who are listening.
Big mad, I would say. How would you feel, or what celebrity really would you be like, I understand if your ex dated them?
I think like the only person Ben has been like, she's beautiful is like Margot Robbie.
And
so
so if he was like, sorry, Cam, I'm gonna go be with Margot, you'd be like, okay.
No, I would crash the fuck out. I would be pissed. I would burn some shit. Oh, God, don't take that out.
The Rolly. Give me the Rolly.
No, I give it back. Give everything back. Yeah, I guess like, I don't know. I think there's so many beautiful women in the world where I would understand. I know my place. I'm like, I play basketball. I like to do some shit on the side. I like to model, but I'm not these other models. I'm not these actresses. I could understand if he wanted to be with like a petite woman once. He only had one girl.
Oh, like a short woman.
Yeah, like I'm just like, I'm skinny, but like I just like I'm a big person.
So there's like, besides Margot, everyone else, you're like, no, I'm not having it.
No, I just don't see him being happy with. So that's why I'm like,
period. You're like, he can try if he wants. He'll be back. Would you take him back? Would you take him back if he left you for Margot? And
fuck no. Fuck that man. I'm on to better things. I'm gonna date a girl. Fuck that.
I was thinking about this, and then I started thinking about all the women who I would leave my husband for.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, where is this going?
Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
Easily. She just won a Golden Globe. I think it's called Golden Globe.
Her.
For the movie she was in. And when she got on stage, she started like pronouncing these people's names and all her different accents. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Give it.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I think Damien I don't think he would leave me for her, but if he did, I'd be like, can I come?
You want to try something new?
Take me with you?
Have you ever tried this one?
You know what? I might do the 3-way that you asked.
Wait, who was dating Channing Tatum? The Kravitz.
Oh,
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe?
Yeah.
Is that her mom?
Fuck.
Oh,
fuck.
No.
I want her to be happy. I don't. Be happy, girl. Zoe Kravitz. I think she's stunning.
There's
a lot of beautiful women. I think men are so lucky.
There's another girl I'm thinking men are so lucky.
You're welcome.
There's another girl that's on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember. But right now it's pretty much Zoe Saldana.
She's like unreal. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I was like an actress a little bit. I was like, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Alta. So a 24-year-old girl got a facelift and went viral. How do we feel about That's insane.
Go ahead.
How do we feel about preventative plastic surgery in your 20s?
In your 20s is really crazy.
I feel like a child. I'm like, let your face fully develop.
In high school, there were girls getting like asking and getting boob
in
jobs
Charlotte
in my high school. Boob jobs for your 16th birthday.
That is shocking.
I just feel like you're not even giving yourself a chance.
No, your boobs aren't even done growing.
I mean, maybe your boobs by like 20, but your face, like a facelift, you're not even giving yourself a chance.
No, that's so
like
rough.
Maybe try Botox first.
Yeah.
And then a little skincare routine.
And go from there.
What about a nice little what's that thing where they take your blood and they spin it?
Oh,
and then
PRP.
A little PRP on the face.
I want to try that.
Heard that do wonders. Like save your money a little bit, and then
because you're just gonna have to do it again.
Well,
maybe.
maybe
it's prevented. Maybe it's the sense of
I think the average age for a facelift for women was like in their 50s before.
I feel like that's so early still.
20, but now it's not like we've skipped a whole generation of people.
I actually was watching a TikTok and it was talking about like different types of facelifts. So maybe they're not getting like the full.
I still think it's
makeover, but
I still think it's kind of wild.
It really does, like, on a more serious note, it does make me really sad because even myself, I look in the mirror sometimes, we all do, and I like pick myself apart. And It's really been a journey to be like, I've gotten hit in the nose so many times. My nose is crooked. It's this, you remember in Air's, no, but it's like, I'm like, I want a nose job so badly. But then I think about, first of all, when would I do that? What if I got hit in the face again?
Yeah.
Do I actually, like, you kind of have to accept this new version of yourself in a sense. Isn't that like
great? I don't.
Well, now,
but now I'm like,
I just don't think I should ever do that because it's just like,
I also would have never noticed that anything, like nothing's wrong with your nose. It's a little crooked, but like,
yeah,
I've been hit in the face.
It was a French bitch that got me. Oh. Fuck that bitch, bro. She did it on
Beat
purpose
her up.
too.
Just kidding.
No, for real. You know what? This is a funny story.
She did it on purpose?
Yes. We were at the free throw line. It was Olympic tryouts and it was 3-on-3 and she was boxing me out and she literally went like up on purpose. Fucking knocked my shit. And so I looked at her. So I was wearing white sneakers and it was just like my shoes were just like red. I was fucking livid. And I looked at her. I said, I'm going to get you back. And I was looking forward to the Olympics. So I made the Olympic team. I found out in Sydel's home that I was named to the Olympic team.
That was
just kidding.
No, you're going to go back. You're going to go back.
Yeah, I will.
Fun,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I remember just like being named to the team and I'm like, I'm going to play against her and I'm going to fucking rock her shit. And then I just have to wait 4 more years.
You got it. I hope she's still around.
Yeah, no. She's old. Fuck that bitch. Anyways.
You know what surgery that I really want to get?
Let's hear it.
There's actually a real term for it, but like the labia surgery.
What is the real? Yeah, I know what you mean
there's an actual name to it.
Labia anonymous.
But after so many children.
That's so valid.
I feel like after your 3rd child, no matter wait, what am I trying to say? No matter what, if you had 3+ children in your insurance,
it should be free.
You should be able to get free labiaplasty.
Labiaplasty. Huh.
And you know who went viral for labiaplasties like a few years ago? Dr. Miami.
I don't even know who that is. What?
Dr. Miami. He had like a whole Snapchat thing where he was posting all of his new labias that he did, and those things were pristine.
He was like posting.
Yeah, because you didn't have to like post. You could post faces or anything, I guess. And it was like all in the name of like medical. Those coochies
were pristine.
Pristine
pussies.
Pristine.
You know, it's actually kind of disturbing.
I hate that word. That word gives me the ick.
I know. I'm sorry. I've said it too many times today.
I can't say it.
It just kind of makes me laugh. You've said that before.
What?
Like, remember we were talking about, it was a while ago, you're like, what word can you not say?
The M word and the P word. Can't do it.
Yeah. Well, my mom hates when I say cunt. Like
that one makes me a little icky too.
I think, but when I hear it, it's like someone serving cunt.
Yeah, no,
it's not like, and also I've played with so many Australian teammates. They say it all the time. So I actually got one of my teammates a mug that like the handle's the C and it's UNT.
That's cute.
But I just don't, I don't know.
I can't do it.
I just don't see it as like a bad word. Also, if you ever think about words, like they're just words.
They're just words. I know.
But okay, so you would be open to
a
labiaplasty.
labiaplasty any day.
I would be open to getting my nose straightened. I think I will when I'm done playing.
My mom got her.
Please tell the story.
My mom got her lips done a couple weeks
tell
ago.
the story.
And I was in the Bay just for the day. What was I there for? I don't know.
For Steph's game. Was it?
No. Oh, yeah.
You were on the bus to the game.
The Suns were playing the Warriors.
Yeah.
And so I just went for the day and my mom got her lips done for the first time, which I don't know why she does this stuff because every time she gets anything done,
she hates it.
She gets a new hairdo. She sits down for 20 hours, gets these goddess locks put in that are $1,500. And then an hour later, she takes them out because they're itchy or whatever. She gets all these things done.
Yes.
I don't spend so much money and then doesn't like them. So anyways.
Yeah.
She goes, gets her lips done. The Warriors played the Suns that night. And she's like, I'm asking her lips. She's like, I like this. And I'm like, Mom, just act normal. Like, you're fine. Just go.
She was exaggerating, though. She was like talking like.
She was just.
I'm like, talk normal.
It was nuts. But her lips looked fine. Like, she just needed to keep some lip liner on, some lipstick on. And then they just looked a little bit swollen. But I tell you, Cameron.
Was when she started drinking.
At the game, she was sitting to the right of me. And when I tell you, every quarter, her lips just got closer and closer to my face. But she wasn't getting any closer. It was just her lips. I was like, Mom, what did you do?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Bless her heart. It looks so much better now. You know, it's after that, like, takes a couple of days for them to go down.
No, they look great now. I thought they always looked good. I always think a little bit of lip filler. If you want a little bit of lip filler.
Yeah. I want.
That's also something. I'm like, I kind of want a little lip flip action.
I would love to get lip filler. I would love to get.
Well, you can't do any of that.
Pregnant. No, I keep getting fucking pregnant.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't do Botox.
I just
pregnant.
Better myself.
There's so many. What can you do pregnant? You're like, nothing.
Nothing.
I saw a video today. It was like this pregnant woman. She was like, it's still like TBD. Can I wash my face with water? Can I splash water on my face? Like, I don't know.
And then you have our parents like, I was drinking when I was 6 months pregnant with you. And I'm like, well, that explains a whole lot.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom. No, our moms did not.
No, they're great. They just didn't know that they were pregnant for a long time.
Well, my mom was like at Atlantis with me when I was pregnant. And I'm like,
going on the slides?
Yeah. I'm like,
sharks?
I was in dangerous territory. Anyways.
Okay, so we're talking about like physical appearance and things we want to change about each other.
Yeah.
First of all, have you heard of the
things we want to change about each other?
I mean, not each other. I love you the way you are.
You need to change this.
Cameron's nose.
Sydel needs a lady.
Why would you know? Could you imagine someone coming up to you and be like, you need a labiaplasty.
You need to fix whatever's going on down there.
Anyways, what and I lost how I wanted to get into this.
I need to
okay, so we're talking about like physical appearance, things we want to change about ourselves. In the age of social media, we obviously can like throw a filter or something on.
Yeah.
First of all, have you heard of, there's Facetune and then there's also Face App, which I just learned about, right? Face App?
I've used Face App. I have heard of Face App.
I've never heard of Face App.
it because it was like this funny trend to like turn the men's basketball team at your school into women and then your women's basketball team into men.
Yeah.
Like you can, it's like a gender changing filter.
Yeah.
And it was like,
so you had it for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also like add a full face of makeup on top of a photo.
Yeah. So how do you do that to your photos?
I don't. I feel like too many people, I will put a filter, like I'll go into like, what's an app I use, like Tezza or what's it called? Visco. Like I'll put a filter over my photos.
Sure. But not like it's gonna like.
But I feel like people are analyzing what we're posting. Also, I don't want young girls like looking at my stuff and being like, that's so unrealistic. I don't know. I feel like you can tell when something's edited.
Yeah.
Also, like this, like when I did a cover for Flaunt magazine, like you could tell like those photos were edited. So it's like the editorial stuff, like
that
those are
always
edited. The skim stuff I've done, that stuff is completely airbrushed. Like the before and after is like crazy.
Yeah.
They also made me look so pale. Like I know I'm pale, but they made me look so white, but it's okay. So I'm fine with that. But like for me doing the editing to myself, like it's like, I feel like people are going to point it out.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't think with the face, what's it called? Face app stuff. I have some of my friends do this. Mm-hmm. If they're not wearing a full face of makeup, they'll put the makeup filter on top. And it actually kind of looks good sometimes.
You're like, I like that.
But like, I think if you're not like completely, I mean, literally, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. That's the moral. Okay, I don't care.
But here's my thing. So I got my hair done when I got it turned red like a couple months ago, or back last summer.
A couple months ago.
I know. Where am I? Last summer, I turned my hair red, and my hairstylist, like I had posted like my new hair with my face in it, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then my hairstylist posted the transformation. And when I tell you the picture that she posted of me was not me.
No, a lot of people do that too. Like they'll tell me, I'm like, you edited my face.
Or like I have a friend who, if I take a picture with her and I post that picture, she'll be like, take it down and put this one up instead. And she'll send me a new picture. And she just face-tuned, face-apped her face.
Oh, you're like, what about me, bitch?
But it looks so obvious. Like, I'm over here grainy. Like, whatever.
She's in like HD.
Airbrush, like looking flawless.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, one, you shouldn't face-app or face-tune someone's face without their permission.
Yes.
And two, if I have to post a picture of you face-tuned to post it of us together, I'm not going to post it.
No, I agree.
No,
you're doing too much.
This is probably a little intense, but like, I'm not lying to everyone for you.
You can put that on your own Instagram.
When I go to the pearly gates of heaven, God's not going to be like, Sydel, you lied to these people for this guy. I'm not taking your sins with mine. Okay?
Your friend is not that bad.
He could take me down for a whole lot of reasons, but that will not be one of them. So I don't know. That's my take on it. And also, it's a lot. I just feel like it's a lot of work.
It
like
is
to edit your pictures in that way, and then to have to make sure that your face matches that same way every single time you post something. I don't have time.
No,
take me.
Nobody got time for that. If you do have time for that, though, if it really
love that for you,
I'm fine. Like if someone wants like a little tune up, okay, I do what you want.
Love that for you.
But I'm like the same way. If my friend didn't edit my face, I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, just throw something on there for me.
God.
So you were just in Miami for Unrivaled. I want to hear all about that. But before we get into that, I want to talk about a word that I'm involved in the NBA world that a lot of the NBA guys use. And you mentioned that the W doesn't use this that much.
Yeah, I actually still need you to like re-explain this because I don't get it still.
Okay, so the word is good bump. Mm-hmm. And I was introduced to it by Damien earlier this season, or maybe last season. And he was like, oh, we say it all the time. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, I've never heard you say before, good bump at all. And so I was like, well, explain it to me. And basically good bump is like if you have like a good run, like a good pickup, and it's like a good run, like it was good game. Guys, it was a good game. Yeah. Guys were playing good, or you played really well. You had good bump, or anything like good that happens on the court.
Yeah, you just like you're like
it's
good
like
bump.
A good bump, like a dunk, good bump. A crossover, that was good bump. Like
I say like good talk.
Good talk.
But it's kind of different. Like it's different. But not once in the W have I. Granted, I've been here for 1 year.
Yeah, but
half a year.
I'm sure guys in NCAA are saying good bump.
No, I'm definitely sure people are. I just think I've just like I don't know what our equivalent of that is. Good job.
Good job. Good job, lady.
Good job, girly. I don't know.
So, but when you say good talk, are you literally meaning like good job communicating?
Yeah. So I say that. So like, I have like a little bit of trouble hearing, especially when it gets like really loud.
Okay.
I'm not used at Stanford. Our crowd was geriatric, and no one.
Shout out Maples.
They wheeling in everyone from the retirement homes.
Yeah.
I love our fans, by the way, just so people know. But it was very quiet, you know.
Yeah, Davidson was just like that. Like
Yeah.
they would literally bus all the senior living people to these Davidson
like,
games.
I'm not exaggerating.
And it was so fun. Like they
Yes.
had their little outing of the week, and
They loved it.
They
Also,
loved it.
old people love women's basketball.
They do.
Old men love women's basketball, which I'm like,
they do.
why?
Thanks for the support.
Yeah. But I think I went from playing in like really kind of quiet environments to like in the W, like music's going on mid play.
Yeah.
3-on-3, like music's going on mid play. And it gets like very like overstimulating for me. So it kind of just became my phrase. Like I'm always asking like what set we're in. Cause like I literally can't, something about when it gets loud and like I get overwhelmed, it's really hard for me to like understand. So it's like honestly me and the guards a lot, but it's like, what are we in? What are we doing? And it's just always like, okay, good talk. Or like, what, Cameron, like short roll next time. Okay, like good talk, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of my equivalent, but it's because I get, I'm like, I feel like I don't really hear anyone else saying good talk.
Okay,
around me.
let's make good talk a
good thing.
a good talk thing.
Yeah, it's because I swear I have hearing issues. But
So then I guess every week we're gonna have like a new little word or phrase or whatever. So we're gonna call that good bump.
good bump. Good bump.
Thank you, Damien. So back to Unrivaled. I want to know who inspired you to join the league.
So I was asked to join the league before I got injured. And I honestly think a lot of people thought it was a great idea. The concept of it's great. It's to keep people local. It's to give us higher salaries. Yeah. So people don't have to go overseas, like, you know, be around family. So like it's all amazing. And I don't know. I think I always wanted to do it. My parents thought it was a great idea. I think everyone kind of on my team thought it was a great idea. Mitch, my agent, Callie thought, you know, like, why not do it? Two of the best players in the world are starting it. You know, it's going to be, you know, legit. You're going to have great resources, which all of this was proven to be true. It was truly like one of the best experiences. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, it definitely sucked to get hurt. And then your plans just changed completely. It's
you could have fooled me. If I didn't know like you, I would have thought you were going to play.
in Unrivaled.
Yeah.
So this is also like, that has been something that is and was tough to balance when I was there, because so obviously the season's still going on right now. I mean, it's actually just about to start tomorrow, right? It's today's 16th.
Yeah, but when this airs, it'll be going on.
So like the season's about to start, but I'm not there with my team. But it's because, first of all, we're doing this together. I have to do rehab here in LA. I have to be with, you know, like my team, and I have to be local. And so it's like kind of hard to balance still being a part of that league and that team, but also just like being at such a distance. Yeah. And then also like injured people will get this. Like it's really hard. It's just hard to be on the sideline. Yeah. And it's kind of almost been it's been more difficult to be watching this than the W season. And I don't know why. I can't really figure out why, but I think maybe because it's 3-on-3.
I was going to say, yeah.
And that's what I missed out for the Olympics. And I love my teammates.
It also seems more intimate.
It's really
than
like truly every single one of my teammates I'm obsessed with. So it's just like I just feel like I'm missing out, but that's okay.
I mean, you're so
no FOMO.
You're
no FOMO.
so close to being back, and it's been a long year for you. But
I just think like it's just so weird. I think I always say this has been kind of like my motto. It's like two things can be true at once. I want to be back playing so desperately, and I want to be back with the people and feel a part of it. But I'm also I just don't feel ready yet. And like, I think I was watching a sports documentary recently, and it was like just an injured athlete who was just like, I feel like, what am I trying to say here? I was watching a documentary, and it was just another athlete who was just so desperate to get back while injured. And I'm not like that in a sense. I am, but I'm not. And it's really hard to verbalize. I don't know. I just think I'm afraid to get hurt again. So I'm just trying to take as much time as possible to just feel like fully ready. But that it's just so hard. Damien's been through the same thing. Steph, when he was going through his ankle stuff, it's like every single question when people see you is like, when are you going to be back?
Yeah.
And it's
you
like,
have
I
to
don't know.
Build trust in your body again.
Yes. And that's like lacking, right? Like I have like this crazy like disconnect.
It'll come though. I feel like you from what I've experienced with Damien's, I've been around for 3 of his last knee injuries or 2 of his last knee injuries and a couple more. And then with my own, like I got injured my freshman year of college. And so I missed my first season in college. And that's hard, especially when you're coming in, you came in your rookie season. I came in my freshman season, obviously way different levels, but
no, it's
you're
so,
like
it's your life.
You're a competitive athlete and it's what you worked your whole life for. You come in, you're like, I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna do this. And you got to play
14 games.
14 games.
14 games.
And then it stops. I didn't even make it to I was out the first day of preseason.
Yeah.
And so that's like a whole other mental thing. And then you have to trust your body again. Yeah. And then you have to go through the different stages of rehab. So it's like pre-surgery and then post-surgery on crutches and then
weight bearing
and then all of that. And then you get back on court. So like you're on court stuff now, which is like a whole different like mental battle in itself. And it's like you're so close but you still feel so far away. And so I definitely understand like just not only is it a physical battle but it's a mental battle in itself, but it'll come like in time. You'll start trusting your body, you'll start feeling more strength, and you'll be ready to go.
I think like I was doing some media for press when I was in Miami for Unrivaled, and 3 different reporters asked me if I was playing. And like, honestly, looking back on it, I'm like very sensitive. Like this has been like the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And so just being prompted like that, especially when I don't feel like it's on my own terms to talk about, I just get very emotional about it. And so I kept it together in the interviews, but I understand why people ask if I'm playing or not. I understand why it's confusing. Like, oh, you're there with your team. You're a part of the team. Why aren't you playing? And so the reporter asked me like, so what specifically are you able to do? And like, why are you here basically? And I just kind of like, I sat there, I was like, I kind of lost it. I was like, to be clear, I think people just don't realize that ACLs take 9 to 12 months. I mean, some football players are back in 6, but it's just like, for me, it's going to be 9 to 12 months. And I'm sensitive and I guess it's just good to have that self-awareness. But like anytime someone asks me about it in that kind of setting, I just feel so like I'm not back yet. And why can't you just accept that? You know?
And they're comparing your timeline to someone else's timeline in which everyone's body is completely
So
different. And
different.
also some people rush back. And when they rush back, they get hurt again, and they're not taking care of their bodies, and there's all these things. So I love that you're like, I know it's hard to get these questions and it's hard to like deal with the reality and like taking your time through this, but I feel like you're following the plan, you're trusting the process, and it'll all work out. So don't let anyone rush you back into this. Like basketball will be there.
No, it will be. And at least like I did it young. But I mean, I'll talk a lot more about this journey as we, do more episodes and stuff. But as of right now, I'm genuinely in the best, even like my senior year of college, I feel like I'm in the best headspace.
Good.
So, I mean, honestly, like Unrivaled, I made like a little Instagram post about this, and I usually don't get kind of sappy and like, I usually don't share too much. This is why I'm glad we're doing this. But in the post, I basically was just like, Unrivaled was kind of like a healing experience. And it was just really cool to be around players I've looked up to, for as long as I can remember. We're all in like a very intimate environment. All of our locker rooms are in the same hallway. We're all in the sauna together. We're going to the same treatment hours. We're in the same living quarters. We're going out together. We're getting ready. Like it just was like, I felt so supported by all of my peers. And I truly like every single person would come up to me almost every day and we would have some sort of conversation just about how like they like Skylar Diggins. I never knew she tore her ACL.
Oh, really?
Like you would never know some of these people have been through.
Girl.
I freaking love her.
She's that girl.
She's like the best. And so like, I swear my team is stacked and I just got so close with them in like a 2-week period. But I don't know. I guess Unrivaled had so many perks. And so that's why I'm kind of like sad I'm not there. It's just like, it's just weird. But I'm just glad at the end of the day, I was just accepted into the environment.
To experience
and I'll be back. I'll be playing next year. So
yay, I'm so excited.
Yeah. That was probably the easiest thing to talk about. So Deli, as a sister and a wife to NBA players, how do you manage burnout with all of that? And also, I keep seeing like the term WAG. Like, do you identify
as a wife and a girlfriend?
Yes.
Or no?
Saw sister and wife.
Saw. Yeah, saw.
Sorry. I did.
No, okay. So the thing about that is like I was born into this world. And so I think I have a unique experience in transitioning from being a daughter, a sister, and then a wife. And the word burnout definitely like comes around, but not in the way that people would think, in like a really superficial way. Like the support part of it is second nature to me. Like it's just I wake up and I'm just like support. That's immediately my.
That's also like kind of, I don't know, for as long as I've known you, it's like you're just that.
Yeah,
at your core.
Yeah, like
that's supportive.
That's just what it is.
That's
like going
to
the games, asking about how practice was.
Yeah.
Like, but also the other side of supporting them is not distraction, but like talking about other things other than basketball, because it can be very, for them at least, it can be very daunting, and it's a job, so it can be stressful, and injuries and all these things that can be frustrating to you happen. And so more than likely default to the side let's talk about something other than basketball. Let's talk about real life.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pop culture. Let's talk about
Escape
what we're
from
eating
all
for
of
dinner.
that.
Like just normal things to keep things normal. Because that, like I said, basketball is always going to be there. But when it comes to managing myself, I have been so blessed to be able to be in this life since the moment I was born, where I've seen how my mom has handled being a wife of an NBA player, how my sister-in-laws handle being wife of NBA players, and like the number one thing is having your own thing. And I love like girl boss and then in the NBA and all these women who are starting their own all these women who are entrepreneurs
brands,
and starting their own brands. First of all, that's like the only way you really can work and make your own money and be your own person.
Kind of have to be self-employed.
You have to be self-employed because you could literally pick up and move tomorrow.
And you have no idea.
And you have no idea. And so I can't be making calls every 6 months or every year being like, sorry, I can only sign a 1-year contract to work with this company or to do this. Because my husband's leaving, and if I don't go with him, I'll never see him. I'll see him 3 months, hopefully, if you get to the NBA playoffs. As 3 months out of the year. So I love like all of the entrepreneurs that I'm seeing in the WAG world and the wife and girlfriend world, and maintaining your own identity is super important. And so that's like literally all I know. So it's fun, but in the superficial way that I do get burnt out, and that I have been burnt. Is it burnt or burned? Burnt. Whatever, I'm over it. Getting dressed up for games. Like I'm over it. I used to wear heels I stopped wearing heels to games probably in 2015, I think.
Wow.
I didn't know it was when the Warriors were playing in Cleveland for the finals. And it was when the fans were like really, really bad. Like they were so like threatening.
They were so nasty.
So nasty, so mean. And
I'm getting mad now.
There was one game where like it was the same year that I had tweeted like headed to Cleveland for game 5 or whatever. And this man tweeted back at me and was like, you can take your family and your niece, talking about Riley, back to the Bay. And so I retweeted and I was like, we'll be gone by tomorrow with a championship or something like that. And then he ended up getting fired from his job, like this whole thing. So it was that
is absurd.
That's
to
crazy.
Say that to a child as well.
I was just, it was a really, really, really ugly time as far as fans go. But we were at a game, and some fan, we were leaving. It was after the game had ended. We were walking down the tunnel. I was wearing like 4-inch heels.
You
love a
you
heel.
have a really good closet.
I was wearing 4-inch heels, and some fan yelled something really vulgar down at me. And my feet were hurting, and I couldn't run. I'm sorry, it's not funny. No. Every part of my body except for my feet wanted to run up there and like beat him up.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because my feet hurt so
I'm
freaking
kind of
bad. So I
glad
stopped wearing
that you
heels
couldn't
really
run up
to
there.
games for the most part. And then I started having kids, and you can't, like, when I take them to games, I can't wear heels. But I just don't like getting dressed up anymore. It takes so much to put together 41 outfits
It's a lot
for
of
every home
outfits.
game.
That is a
41 outfits. I can't do
That's
it.
the
So
number of
what
games we have in a whole season. So
well,
can't
I
imagine.
mean, like, that's, you put a fit on it and you look great.
No, it is exhausting.
It's
exhausting.
so exhausting.
It's hard.
So that's where
because
my
you're also
burnout
under a
comes
microscope.
from.
People are like looking. That's
They're looking at
Damien's
everything.
wife. That's Steph's sister, and it's like, no, I'm my own person, and I'm going to choose comfort
Yeah.
because I'm a mom of 3.
Yeah.
and live a day in my life and see what it's like because
Yeah.
you don't get it.
Does our residential husband
Hab.
what
Ben's
is it?
a hab. Husband and boyfriend.
Half. Does he dress
Husband
up for
and
every game?
fiance. No, that man does not care. That man rolled up. Oh my God. This is how you know I love him. He rolled up to a game in flip flops once.
Oh, bless him. He's such a California kid.
It's so wrong. Like, no, take those off.
I love the idea of a hab. I think we need to crown more habs that are
We
in
do.
the in the W.
Yeah.
I think the OG hab for me though is is it Nafisa?
Nafisa.
Nafisa Collier's husband.
Yes.
When I saw them in Paris, and he had he was carrying the backpack, and he had their daughter.
I love them.
I was just like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I have an unhealthy obsession.
so
Especially with their daughter
obsessed.
Mila.
so obsessed.
So that was my favorite part of Unrivaled too, was just stealing Mila. And we were watching a game and kind of something that is nice about being injured. I hate to admit it, but it's you don't really have to watch as closely. So I was just with Mila, I was just put on she's like Minnie Mouse. I was like, sure, let's watch Minnie Mouse. Let's go get fruit. Let's go. And so I was just obsessed with their family. They're just such good people, really awesome.
Well-
So yeah, we love Habs. Ben fully accepts his role as a Hab.
I love that.
He wears my jerseys.
Yes, it's so
He wears the
cute.
stupid graphic Cameron t-shirts.
The TikTok ones that have your face all
Yeah,
over
the
it.
ones that I make no who's
Love to
producing
see it.
those. Yeah.
Love to see it.
Um
I'm gonna make Damien wear that to my wine launches.
oh my God. He would love that with the slouchy socks.
Shout out
Vans.
to our Habs.
Yes, we love our Habs. So we're going to start doing this at the end of every episode, but we both have our little notebooks.
We have notes.
Ben actually made me this notebook.
That is the sweetest thing. He needs to
Every-
make us straight to cam inspired.
He does.
notebooks.
Yeah, he likes leather working. He's very
And
artsy.
make an Etsy shop.
He actually
Be a real Hab.
men and women's fields.
Excuse me. All right, what are your notes?
Our weekly notes are going to be anything, basically. Mine are kind of haphazard. My first one is, stick with me, I'm a great friend because I don't give a fuck.
Oh, period. This is why we get along.
And then maybe some of my friends,
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't give a fuck?
if you don't text me, if you cancel a dinner, I mean, it depends. But if you're I can't do this anymore, I'm great. I still would love to go out with you, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to be home.
It's low maintenance.
I feel like I'm a very low maintenance
Yeah.
friend. And then, but in turn, I feel like one thing about me, I don't like FaceTiming people, or I know, isn't that weird? I'm I don't want to, it's my best and most favorite time with friends is in person.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm not going to be texting you
For sure.
and so I don't know. That's,
don't text me.
that's my note. It's if you don't text me, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I still love you. But 30 years ago, would we be texting each other this much?
Yeah. It's show up for the important stuff.
Yeah.
But it's okay if everything else is you don't need to be oh my God, I haven't talked to you in X amount of years.
It's just exhausting. And I'm I still love you.
She's busy. Got a lot. I think it reminds me of the
every day is a struggle.
When it was New Year's, people were posting like, if I didn't text you Happy New Year, just know I still love you. I'm busy. Like
It's like, do we need to text each other Happy Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Happy, like, I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
It's just,
and in
I
return,
need to get another phone.
And
That's
in
what I need to do.
return,
It's just like,
I feel like the opposite side of that is if I don't text you back,
please don't take
call
it
me
personally.
if you really need me. Like,
yes.
you don't have to FaceTime me, but like pick up the phone and call me. If you need something from me, just call me.
I say that and I so miss you.
Cameron.
I know, I'm sorry.
Cameron's all, send me a note. Send me a letter.
It's just like it's just like anytime I'm on, I feel like I'm on my phone too much, but at the same time, I just try to be off of it as much as possible. Cause that is like, there's just a lot going on there. So as much as I can just like, I just don't like texting. I don't like FaceTiming. I just want to be like away from all of that.
Are you going to be married to someone who's a FaceTimer or whatever? Because I am. And
you guys could be on FaceTime
No,
for
I can't
hours.
anymore.
But when you first started dating, I remember you guys would be on the phone.
We didn't
it was
have
so
children
cute.
and but when he's on the road, like he's constantly
just loves
FaceTiming me.
you.
And I'm like, Damien, it's the same thing that I was doing 2 minutes ago.
He's like, what are you doing?
I'm hiding from our children.
I'm in the bathroom.
I'm in the bathroom. Anyway. Okay, go ahead. Get your clean note.
Okay.
My note is coming from your in-house self-care giver, me.
Okay.
Go on more solo dates. Take yourself on a solo date. It seems kind of yada yada, but
I've never done that.
I'm telling you, it is probably one of the most enlightening things that you can do.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, well, give us an example because
Like go to a restaurant, go sit at the bar, order your drink,
that
maybe
scares
talk
me.
to the bartender, meet
Okay.
someone new. It's cheap. Depending on what restaurant. Hit up a Chili's.
love your triple-
a Chili's moment.
What's it called? Your
My
triple dip?
dipper. Go hit up a Chili's. Sit there. Order yourself a nice drink, margarita, Shirley Temple. That's what I'm on these days.
Mhm.
And just watch. People watch. Get in tune with yourself. Meet someone new. And then leave. That's my favorite thing to do.
You know who saw your
my mom.
Your mom
That's
loves
why I
that
do
too.
it because she did it.
She took herself, or
takes
did you
herself
send
on
her
dates
to
all
the
the time.
Adele concert? On her own?
Yeah, my mom for her birthday.
That's honestly my own. I think I should really do that. I think I'm just like I just like being in public to begin with is just like a lot.
I think 2025, it's probably hard for you. But
No,
maybe
it's
might
really
leave you
not.
alone.
I don't want to
Put
be
some
like all these
headphones
people
in,
want to take photos. Like
put
that's
some
not
headphones in,
the
and then
case.
pretend like you're on the phone with someone. If someone comes over, like take pictures, say hi.
People will come
and
up
like,
to you
oh,
anyways.
Yeah. But I think like 2025 is about getting in tune with ourselves. And even though we're being low maintenance with our friends, don't be low maintenance with yourself.
That was a bar.
Bars.
That was really good. That was really good. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my 2025.
Period. Send me
Can
a
I just
picture.
take myself to the spa?
Yes,
Does that count?
I love a spa
Being
solo
in public,
date.
I'm just like, I don't know, something about like eating alone. I'm just like,
Send me a
feel like
picture. I
would
won't
look-
respond, but I'll heart it.
I won't respond. Love you though.
I'll heart it.
Well, that was our first show.
Yay.
What do you think?
I feel good. I'm happy. I'm excited for more.
I know, I'm excited. It was therapeutic.
Yes, very good.
If you guys enjoyed all of that, check out Straight to Cam. New episodes will be coming out every Tuesday. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on social media at Straight to Cam.
Yay.
Straight to Cam.
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 Looking at the camera in you.